All right, welcome back, everybody. We
Hello.
are getting on with our second set here. We've got BloodRedYeti versus AJtehBest, and we are going to take a look at our scorecard here, see kind of the context of the group, which I am, maybe a little familiar. It just so happens that I do happen to be in this group. We've pretty much got Vergers and Biaxon. They are locked in first and second, very clear lead over the rest of the group. And pretty much Yeti has to win this with a pretty significant differential in order to make it up groups. AJ just needs to hold him off enough. There is also the very fun 3 point differential for Yeti, leading to a three-way tie with myself, AJ, and him. So there is a lot for this match in terms of how this group plays out. Otherwise, I am pretty much locked into fourth. So this is really a fight for third. Um, and yeah, we are going to see how that will play out with the draft here.
Yeah, pretty interesting draft. Looks like Yeti goes ahead and picks Frozen later, which has modern gallery, high rise, and terrace. And AJ goes ahead and picks Spy Part E. So he pub, aquarium, redwoods, tan, a bit of an acronym there. Um, it looks like Yeti is going to ban redwoods from AJ's set of venues, and AJ bans aquarium from his own set of venues. So no aquarium, no redwoods. So just the PT of the part. Um, Unfortunate that aquarium is banned. You know, aquarium's great. Um, Happy to see
Fortunate the
redwoods go.
Redwoods band.
Yeah, don't need those trees.
Wow,
No, 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 no. We don't need trees around here.
tree
Um,
hater over here.
yeah,
I
but
mean,
it is an
sorry.
interesting draft. No five of eights, just like the last set. Lots of four of eights, and then we have some terrace and pub for us. So looks like it's gonna be the sniper any variant, not the three of seven. So yeah, pretty standard draft. Let's get into it.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Yeti, I will say you have to feel pretty good about this because I mean, you're the one who gets to go into this with all four of your venues, and your opponent only got to pick two venues, like a third of the set. So I mean, that's a pretty nice thing to have going into it on your side. Um, we do start off with Modern here though, and we have Blood Red Yeti as Boots. Unfortunately, secluded in timeout over the corner. Hopefully, we can decide to not timeout though. In three, two, one, playing it.
Yeah, looks like we have Kangen as the Amba, which is an interesting choice. Don't see that too often. Looks like we're gonna be AI
Yeah,
control and land at the bar here.
yeah, I do believe that Yeti is a player,
Okay.
from what I recall. But yeah, we do just kind of take this drink. We join the DA. Now is not a good time for a contact. We've got like eight, nine people out.
Yeah. There are a lot of bar goers, so I wouldn't hit a purloin here. I don't even know if it would if it would take given how many people are
Yeah, I mean, if we
currently.
want we would have to. I think, yeah, I was about to say we do send it, but unfortunately, it goes straight to someone who just went to bar. So that's going
Yeah.
to look highly suspicious if we notice that. It looks like we don't, but this
Yeah.
is still going to be close regardless on if we actually manage to hit this.
No, I don't think so. Um I don't think it will, but it looks like I think statues
Yeah, I felt
and
just
bar
short.
are being highlit, but we managed to not pick up one, which is great, but we don't do anything with the drink. So kind of just still at square zero here. A bit of time has gone off the clock. Probably need to start with a flirt here, but we'll see what Yeti does. our ST goes into statues.
Yeah, I mean, that delegate was a pretty novel idea, but we've gotten nothing for it, and we've lost over a minute of our time now. So we really gotta start moving now.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I mean, I think we're waiting a little bit too long for ST there. I would have liked maybe even at least like a contact to go off here a little earlier when there were fewer people out.
Yeah, absolutely zero mission progress. So at this point, you got to think that we might be going for a frame, but there is still about 2 minutes left, so anything could happen. But we need to get a move
Yeah,
on for that.
I was gonna say under 2 minutes is really big to get four missions. We're really getting into you need to time out here territory, and that white test for only 17% is not going to help us.
Yeah. Basically, no mission progress still. Um, see what Yeti wants to do. Maybe we could get a good contact off that puts a lot of the people with mission progress in.
Yeah, that's kind of looking like our only hope. Um,
There is one SDA at bar, so it's a bit rough. There are a decent bit of people out of conversation.
yeah, we go for that contact finally.
Banana bread.
You know, five out,
Yeah, not the
and
worst.
we hit three of them.
Yeah, not the worst, all things considered. Could make AJ nervous. We'll see what happens.
We do hit our green again at the minimum, or maximum distance. So only 42% here. We can't even get a three flirt here,
Banana
and
bread.
we've got 30 seconds on the clock. I mean, this is pretty dire, and almost definitely going to be a timeout here.
It looks like we do take a fake, and he
Of
shoots
course,
general.
the alternative of just shooting general. Wow,
Wow. So
that
our
is
idling in essentially in one convo the entire game pays off with a nicely timed contact, and general gets shot.
yeah.
So
I mean, I'm not really sure what this shot is for. He was
yeah,
seen at both books, and
yeah.
maybe there's a microfilm credit there.
Looks like one
And
statue visit at the beginning and yeah, two bookshelf visits, but not much else. I don't even see a
yeah,
bug
not even a
path.
briefcase, I don't think, or a bug path.
No.
This feels like a bit of a panicky shot here.
There actually is a bit of a bug path at about 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Um, but who knows if that's what was credited or not. But yeah, so AJ blasts off General after the second BB, and BloodRedYeti picks up a win to start the set.
I was gonna say big break for Yeti there after a pretty rough game. On honestly, what I would say is a pretty rough venue, Spy. Um, but
Very, yeah,
you know, AJ, well, hopefully can return serve. Uh, or I guess return his own serve in three, two, one, playing it.
yeah.
We
It looks
are
like
right there with Amma, but we have a drink. Take a bug there, unfortunately.
yeah we are on the better twin here statistically and objectively, so that we do have that going for us.
Hey, what's wrong with little jewelry? Uh,
Hey, it's spy party. You want to blend in. You want to be nice and
yeah,
sneaky.
I was gonna
You
say
don't need the
the real
bling.
answer is your sniper goes ooh shiny and shoots you ever so slightly more
Exactly.
often.
Exactly. You know,
Yeah.
who's more likely to be the spy, The
Speaking of ooh, that's a pretty nice green flirt there. 51%, and our ST just goes straight away. So, we get all the good parts of the cheese flirt without the suspicion.
yeah. Looks like we're gonna go into bar here. Few bar
Yeah,
goers, so
I'm not loving how inside of general we are, but I don't think that's the kind of thing that Yeti really punishes.
We did
Just
just have
decide to walk away without
Valentine's
a drink.
Day. Looks like we're stepping into a fingerprintable statue that Amber was just at. So it's likely that we are being credited with this fingerprint because, we literally just were on the heels of Amba at this statue. But it
Okay,
is very good mission
let's.
progress. We have half a flirt, half a statue, and half a fingerprint done, with 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. So really like,
Well, this would be pretty good. Unfortunately, this is not any four half missions of eight. Otherwise, we'd be in a pretty strong state right now.
true.
Uh, we do have our ST going over the statues that we already went to. So something we could be paying attention to because we are watching them. That Alice now has a difficult print with
Mm.
those statues, and it
Yeah,
could be a
but
potential frame target later.
other than that, it is a pretty dead party. There are like almost no bar goers for a little while and just a few statue goers. So Amba has been safe. So it's really not much for Yeti to look at here. So we do need to start getting that mission progress. But I don't mind idling and waiting for the party to pick back up to start it.
And we're gonna go over to statues here, finish up our missions, well, one of our missions at least. We
Yeah,
are no longer in three half missions, and
yeah,
hopefully we finish up another one to not go with our ST. I'm not really sure what the goal is there, because I mean, if you don't hit a green flirt there, that's just gonna be very rough for you on your timeline. Uh,
yeah. Unfortunately, Smallman hawks our print very quickly, so we don't get to pick that. But AJ does realize that he needs to get out of this innocent convo, and we move into the convo with the DA.
Banana bread.
We take the BB. It's not a terrible BB. There is one SDA out, but we bail. I do like this. I think we should bail.
yeah,
Get
this
the
is gonna
flirt.
be. Oh, we're kind of getting stared down here.
A little
I
bit.
don't love this laser burn for us. That could be on the hair too. We
We do hit
do
the.
get the green if we can find some other print that will be. And yeah, we're staring down Amba here. We need him to
I,
set down that briefcase so we can kind of scare him off. Oh, we're
yeah.
just going to books here.
Oh, Amba just left. We could maybe go for the briefcase.
We got to walk away from this
We
bookcase
gotta go now.
now. Yeah,
Yes.
we're going for that case. This is the move. Will we get shot for this finish? We have an angle on us. There won't be any shootable overtime. There was a flash. No, it looks like
Oh,
that was on Smallman, and we walk behind Damon and we leave the party into the fridge, I guess.
wow. Honestly, a very great game from AJ. I really like this game. Lots of mission progress early, and then the party kind of died down, so we sort of idled. I don't mind that. We were a little bit slow to kickstart the BB and second flirt, but it all really
Banana bread.
Yeah, I think
0 seconds. So can't ask for
yeah,
anything
right.
better, really.
Uh yeah, I think the only thing I didn't really love was when we passed by both our ST and the briefcase over going. I mean, actually probably passing over the briefcase was the legal move there. But yeah, when we moved across from that second statue set to that innocent convo, that I kind of scared me a little bit, but we did make it work
Hmm.
with another grappler and never punished and all that.
Hmm.
So we
Yeah,
walk away even here, 1-1 in the pub
Banana bread.
again.
yeah. So we have two spy wins here on Modern. Not what is normally seen on Modern, but pretty drastically different in terms of how they took place. One was sort of sit in convo the entire game, and a Civ gets shot, and the other one was pretty active, sort of running around the venue doing everything. Especially in that last 30 seconds. So two drastically different
Yeah,
spy wins, but spy wins nonetheless. So it will be 1-1 going into pub.
yeah. I was gonna say one of those speaks a lot more to, you know, uh, a good spy for AJ, and I mean, it really both of those games I feel like speak more on AJ than they do on Yeti. Of just like I feel like a good spy play and just a pretty shaky sniper for that first set of games. So, if this continues, this could be tie party purely by that. But
Yeah.
we're going to see if Yeti can up the activity a little bit more here on pub as Alice in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Feel like we've been watching so many pub
So,
games.
well, I mean,
The third
it
instance of
was
it.
a third of the last set and another two on this set. So a quarter of all the games casting today are pub. Oh
Banana bread.
no. We take a fake BB and we are the
Wow.
only real with like three
Yeah,
or four lowlights inside. I
that is
I
as bad
wonder if
as
that
it
was
gets.
intentional. That really hurts.
It's like we make it over to our ST without getting stuck on the tree, thankfully. Um, we do pick up a green flirt, so we do have 51%. However, I mean, there is nobody in this party that AJ is, you know, patrolling more than us. So,
Well, there was Smallman. the,
yeah, there's Smallman. He's always a threat. Um, looks like we
but
might
yeah,
just
outside
timer
of
flirt.
generic Smallman threat, yeah. I
Yeah, looks
mean,
like.
when you get set up with a green flirt like this, I don't hate the timer flirt. I hate it a little bit after because I don't want us to kind of get complacent and stuck in one conversation here,
Mhm.
especially with two other missions to do with a minute on the clock. But
Yeah. Looks like we're gonna bail here.
yeah,
Maybe go towards statues. Pick up that. Looks like that is what we're gonna do. We'll see what the reaction is from AJ. AJ just takes a shot immediately
yeah, we're the
before we pick it
shot.
up.
That's
Yeah,
yeah. And
AJ.
I mean, if you're Yeti, you're gonna look back at that replay and feel really annoyed. You
Yeah,
just hit the one person who's the SDA with you.
yeah. Yeti's thinking, why in the world did I get shot? Surely, like, you know that I don't have BB, just being with Twin in that combo. But unfortunately, Twin was the SDA, so pretty standard shot there from AJ, but unfortunate for Yeti.
Yeah, that's some pretty nasty luck there. But that will be AJ here with the leading it off now. 2-1.
Hmm.
Uh and continuing on the other half of pub with a certain
Kane Gaming.
character that may be a favorite of my co-caster, Kane
It's like,
Gaming.
yeah,
3, 2, 1, playing it.
yeah. Let's see what. Oh, and the ST Smallman. So,
And we
let.
are going to chase this small as much as we can.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the small man eludes us. So, uh,
Yes.
we will
The
continue
elusive
being.
wild Smallman. Hard to pursue in the hunt.
Yeah, he's playing hard to get over here on Valentine's Day. Um,
Yeah, it's hard. Come on.
looks like we go into statues.
This is
Maybe just
an interesting. Oh, that's
white
a
swap,
swap.
white swap, Mayday, Mayday.
And I mean, this is the kind of swap that is just like it's really one of those kind of sucker punch missions that it can get right by because it just is so bad on paper that it's like you don't expect it, you know?
Yeah, and so we're swapping for Boots here. Boots was at the statue before us, but Yeti is extremely on top of it. Only has us two remaining as non-low lights. So hopefully we'll see AJ being mindful of where Boots is. Last set we saw Yosh BB when the person swapping his statue was
Banana bread.
out of convo.
And we
Looks like
did
we
let the B
BB,
in convo, but
but we're
we
the
are
only
the
one
only
with
one with real
real.
BB. We
Few
have to
seconds
shoot
left,
this. And
and AJ gets
AJ's
away
just
with it.
gonna get away with it. Yeah.
Wow, nice game.
I'm not sure what was going on for Yeti there. We just kinda like sat there and let that happen. I mean,
Yeah, it's interesting because Yeti had such a good reaction to the swap. He low lit everybody but the two people who it could possibly be, but yet doesn't want to pull the trigger when one of them has real and the other one
Banana bread.
doesn't. It was great that it was a green test for us there on the BB, and Boots was talking, so it's
yeah,
not
I
it's not
wonder if you
crazy to
just
think
kinda
that.
say, between the talking during the BB and like just being Kane there and just white swapping there out of nowhere like so early on feels crazy. It really does. So like if you're Yeti, it's not completely, you know, a mistake to just kind of let this sit if you're really like, no, I think this is Boots. Because realistically, either the 10 seconds passes and you lose Kane, or if it's Boots, the 10-second passes and you're pretty much guaranteed at this point that okay, this is just Boots now. Like
Yeah.
unless this is Kane with an SDA, it's yeah. So I mean, it's just again losing a coin flip there. Really, a bit unfortunate for Yeti.
Yeah, and I honestly really love this play. It's a bit interesting that it was on the front statue, so it might be a lot easier for the sniper to see the fade, but I like taking these risks. I like this risk from AJ, and it pays off.
Yeah, I mean, it's you're kind of seeing this is a so far this is a sniper who hasn't really punished you for being like active or doing anything like really any strong moves here. So I mean, if you just keep it up and you're not punished for it, that works and it's going to give you some really strong spy wins.
hmm
Um,
Yeah, so it looks
but
like
we
AJ's gonna take 3-1 lead, but we are moving on to Gallery, which is a venue in Blood Red Yeti's venue pool pick. So maybe we'll see Blood Red Yeti bring it back here as Disney in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
you know I'm a little nervous for this. Gallery is, to say the least, not a timer flirt friendly venue a lot of times.
No, definitely
So,
not.
with how Yeti's played these last two games and being much more idle on average, I'm a little concerned for a finish here.
Yep. However, we do get hit a nice green for 43% to start us off. Um, it should put us in a good spot here to finish it
Yeah,
up
that'll
in
be a
two.
safe three flirt most likely.
Very interesting that Yeti
And
chooses to random the ambassador. Um, you know, on this venue, like reverse drive-bys are so strong, but Boots just has such a small frame and she's so fast that it might make that a bit of a challenge. But it's all preference. Looks like our cooldown has expired. We can go ahead and take another flirt with our ST. Not doing
yeah,
it yet.
being a little respectful, but I fear this is how you get sunshined. We do get that flip. 72% now with the white,
Yeah.
and
A close
we're
white
still
will
sticking
do it.
around.
Yeah. Um, I believe Irish has been to statues twice, but I think it might be the same statues. But other than that, like, not much action in this party. But yeah, we gonna have to start doing something.
Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, um, you get 4 minutes for this venue. So that means on average, it should be taking you at most a minute to do a mission. And so if you think about it, you're 3 flirting here, and if your timer for both of those, that is a minute and a half minimum just for that mission. So I really feel like we needed to get a little bit more multitasking action going on there, because
Yeah,
now we're falling really behind again. And
yeah,
we've got 3.25 missions to do with a minute 30. I
yeah,
mean, this is
and
less than half the time.
we have seen Smallman safetied off though, which is good for us. We will step into statues here and pick up our first set of inspects. Definitely gonna need to get um, Flirt and BB after this. The ST is about as far away from the double agent as possible, so it won't be easy. Do a BloodRedYeti ops to do. Looks like we're gonna go for the Flirt first.
That we are, and we've got to just get it off quick here,
Yep.
and keep moving. And we get
Oh,
only 20% with that flirt. That's what I was afraid of.
28%.
And I
98%.
mean, this is yeah, and we give ourselves a real BB too by extension. I mean,
And Smallman's out. This is bad.
yeah, I'm not seeing much of a finish here anymore. We're past the point where a timeout is safe. Um, the only real move there is some crazy inspect swap, like, and just meet our ST up top. But I don't think we even have time to make it
Banana
there
bread.
now. We go for
Yeah,
another BB, but this is
looks like
without some really aggressive shot here. Yeah, this is just going to be a timeout.
looks like AJ is not willing to shoot anyone. Good on him for being patient and holding the shot. Yeah, this has
Yep.
been unfortunate there. Even with that flirt uh being completed there with a green test, it's still a tight finish. We still need inspect. We still need DA contact in a fourth mission. So just a bit of a pacing issue there. But yeah, it's a good hold from AJ.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, just kind of holding it down. And I mean, I think, like, AJ's kind of losing that shakiness on Sniper from that first game because he's seeing how inactive Yeti is being. And, Yeti, like, he is punishing Yeti for that by just saying, well, I'm just going to hold then. I'm not going
Right,
to finish until I'm not going to shoot until you finish missions.
right.
And if Yeti never finishes missions, well, I mean, then he can't win the set at this point.
Hmm.
So, especially considering, um, actually, I was about to say considering he needed to get 9-3 to even bring it to a tie, but at this point, AJ has 4 points. So, regardless, AJ has won the tiebreak. So,
So does heads up not matter? Because if Blood Red Yeti wins this match, they'd both be at
uh,
2 points, but Blood Red Yeti would
that is
have
a good.
beaten AJ. Wouldn't
Oh, right,
wouldn't
that is
Blood
true. That is a good question. Hold on.
wouldn't Yeti go through if Yeti wins?
Yeti would go through with a win. Sorry, that is my mistake. So that Yeti can still win this, but
Yeah.
it is getting more dire as got one game of wiggle point.
Yeah.
So, we really need to kind of lock in here. Uh,
Lock in.
AJ though is yeah, lock in. AJ is gonna be general. Speaking of locked in, that's a pretty locked in character to be. But gonna play the back half of gallery here. We're right next to our ST. Maybe we get a cheese flirt. Maybe we don't. But we'll see in 3, 2, 1. Playing it. We do not get that cheese flirt.
Nope. Looks like we're heading here over towards the ambassador. Just gonna plant down here in the conversation. Gallery time of chaos is always a very stressful time for the sniper, at least for me. So, I
Yeah, I
like.
mean it's yeah, this is the chaos and gallery is interesting because it's much more visually dense than I feel like other
Banana
vendors
bread.
are.
We straight up go for the green purloin and then a fake BB. Gonna be tons of lowlights.
Yeah,
But the
and
purloin
we're
goes
gonna
off and
walk right out of conversation as it happens.
the purloin goes off
Um,
and Yeti is busy lowlighting, so I do not believe they've seen it. Now they do. Yeah, more lowlights and some highlights come off. Looks like Yeti is highlighting the
yeah,
proximity of Toby, but we're all out in the front. We're
yeah.
very far out in the front of the
Honestly,
venue.
see, the thing is, like, if I'm Yeti here and I have no idea on it, I actually feel like General should have been a highlight there because I mean, you see him walk outside, like that is such a like stereotypical. I just green purling and I'm gonna book it out of here move that you do it in the back convo and then you just head straight out to front convo.
Yeah.
And if you see that, you kind of have to just like take note of it at least.
Because
So the
yeah,
fact that we're not highlight here makes me concerned, and we have the fingerprint.
yeah, you're right. Lots of people. It's sort of a natural urge, right? When you do a hard tell, like you're having a green purloin pending in the back of the venue. Well, what do you want to do? Well, you want to get out of Dodge. You don't want to be at the scene of the crime. So it is very
Yeah,
suspicious to be walking out at such a time. But Yeti doesn't pick up on it. We do get a fingerprint off of a book, and we have half of the flirt. So we are in a great spot. The Amba is basically inside of
Banana
us
bread.
here. We go for the BB, maybe the bug. Yeah, we go for the bug. It
yep.
takes
Wow, this is really
two.
strong here. I mean, we're just a close green or a print away from a finish here.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, this has been a really good game from AJ.
yeah, and I will actually say just to correct myself earlier, Yeti is officially out by this point because yes, there is head to head, but the problem with that is I am also in the mix of this because I also have 2 points. So if Yeti wins here, it is a three-way tie. I beat Yeti. Yeti beat. If Yeti beats AJ here, AJ beat me. So head to
Oh,
head does not matter. It goes to point differential first, which would then sort us out. AJ, me, Yeti,
wow. Remarkable
and
stuff here from Group Dasher.
yeah. So with that last point, that is actually decisively going to mean AJ will get uh, third and I will get fourth here.
Yeah, looks
But
like
either
we.
way, this is just going to be a clean win unless
Yeah,
we find a shot here.
yeah, pretty clean game.
A little
Nice
bit of a
screen.
BM twitch there.
Yeah, nice screen purloin and fake. The fake did knock out a lot of people, but that is what we can credit to Yeti missing the purloin because Yeti was low lighting for so long that they
Banana
didn't
bread.
notice the list was gone until we were already almost outside by that point. So I like all the decisions here from AJ. A little bit of a tight finish, but still a great game
Banana
regardless.
bread.
Yeah, definitely. I will say, knowing that the head to head would have been a tie with a Yeti win, I really wish that this could have gone to 9-3 and could have been a three-way tie down all the way to venue swept at the tiebreaker and potentially even tiebreaker matches if it came down to that. But unfortunately, we can't have chaos this time around. Instead, we just have Tan, which, is close enough.
Yeah.
Sorry again, though.
Yeah, folks, you got to start giving the sorry highlight on Tayan. It's not all about the Smallman highlight; it's about the sorry highlight. Sorry is such a strong pick. Everyone's doing it. It's the craze these days.
Yeah, that is the way, apparently. And it's like we said, there's pretty clear benefits. I mean, one of those benefits for this game, at least, is we do have an ambassador 2 feet away from us. So I think there's pretty decent odds we go for a chaos bug here. But whether
Yep.
that succeeds or is seen remains to be seen. So we'll see how that goes in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, a bit of an
Get
open
bounced
OG
around a
setup.
lot. We do go for that bug, and it does take.
Yeah, and see that's, one of the reasons
Oh
why
boy,
Sorry's so good. Oh, white purloin. Yeti is sending it. Buttons are being clicked.
buttons are being clicked. Do we go for this contact? I mean, if we get it by, we're not even high.
Banana bread.
Possibly mistook that for a green purloin. Going straight for a briefcase. We're low lit for the split for a second,
Oh, and now we're back up. But yeah, we have three
and we.
missions done, and I don't even know if he's seen the purloin.
This is a really aggressive play for Yeti. It's a very big switch up that I kind of love to see here. I mean, after how idle the past few games have been, would I have
Yeah,
liked us to up the activity to at least be a bit, more medium pacing earlier so that we didn't fall into this kind of five sinkhole? Yes, but we can still win this set. We, are really picking up the pace, and it's a good switch up that'll throw off our sniper. And this game is pretty much all but won as long as we can finish our flirt.
yeah. We do only get 21% to start, so we are gonna have to be a little bit cognizant of that. But Smallman leaves, so we could go step over to him when somebody leaves and get a better flirt, hopefully. I wouldn't even mind going straight to middle statues.
Eh, that makes me a little nervous, just because you have a BB, you have a purloin, you're gonna credit bug or flirt. So I think center statues is a little too much.
Maybe now, but before the flirt, I wouldn't have minded. Um, oh, Alice. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you're right. Alice goes to center and gets her shot. So, um, yeah, pretty chaotic game from Yeti, but it definitely put AJ in a panic. Considering there was PB and Purloin done in 10 seconds. So, um,
yeah,
yeah, it's good game from Yeti. Sorry,
yeah. That
OP.
was really strong there. And let the reverse sweep commence or something like that, or almost reverse sweep.
Hmm.
Uh, got tapped though here for AJ, and this could be interesting. Really fast character, so and I mean this is high mission density, high speed character. Do I smell a rush? Possibly. Uh, 3, 2, 1, playing it. We're grabbing a book, and we are slamming it.
Yeah, we're putting this right into green.
That's one mission. We're gonna request a drink. We're gonna take this contact for 2, a purloin for 3. It's a white purloin though,
Banana
Yeah,
bread.
looks like AJ's trying to do his best Yeti impression.
and we
Um,
book it out of here. We get caught on the conversation though,
yeah.
and we just gulp that drink.
Wow,
This is
this
really aggressive to do right in front of the sniper,
this is remarkable. Both players just sending it on Tayen.
and just stepping in front of Twin, just get a little bit closer to our ST there. Hit the green, 36%. We are in 3 flirt range. We will probably have to get a little close.
Yeah, and we're just essentially in the same spot as Yeti was. Three missions done very early and just flirt to go. Um, so we'll see how AJ decides to handle it. Yeti fortunately got the break of a civ shot, but AJ, at the moment still needs to get the flirt.
Yep. And well, we're at least doing slightly better than Yeti was with only like a minute and a half with only 21%. So we've got minute 45 and we get our 61%. That is a second green. Or sorry, no, it is not. That is a white. And we'll get
It
shot.
was a good shot. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally like just replicas of each other. Like this, just the same game on Tayen.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I guess I was right when I said Tan is close enough to chaos. That was chaos.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was the definition for sure.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, we are moving on to high rise. AJ has secured the tie, and if the numbers hadn't convinced you enough that the deal has been sealed, it has now. Uh, but we are going to hopefully see still some strong performance from Yeti to just kind of close this out and really at least put some good games forward either way. Um, and we will see how Yeti plays as Plane Twin on High Rise in 3, 2, 1, playing it. We go
Oh,
for Chaos Bug, and
that
because
took?
of Twin's super slow bug animation, that does take. No
Wow.
other character will take with that other than one of that is really lucky for Yeti there.
Wow. Great. Um, that was awesome. See, one of these things like that, it's so small. I'm not sure, but that white flirt at 32%, like we have all the room in the world to get near our seduction target. If that was a green, I don't think it would have been 49. Um, maybe I'm wrong, but there really is no reason not to just wiggle up right next to them in a spot like that. But regardless, we do have
Yeah,
a bug and 32% on the flirt very early, so we are in a very good spot. If it is 4 of 8, not 3 of X, so we need to sort of pile on the
yeah. I
missions here.
mean, yeah, that bug helps a lot. It covers a lot of ground, but we definitely still need to move. And we are gonna go
Banana
for that
bread.
Smallman out. Tex may also get low lit now, but we do know he doesn't have real BB. So everyone else though is pretty much fair game other than Duke. So that's still a pretty strong contact there.
Pick up the second flirt and the contact, like you said, so we are in a very good spot here.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if we opt for the timer flirt. We would need a green for this
We
to,
are, yeah, I was gonna say we're just outside of that range. Even if we did snuggle up a little closer to Queen, it would not matter.
yeah.
We would hit the Taboshi favorite of 99%.
Yeah, so we'll see if Yeti can sort of idle here and muster up a green. No, he doesn't get it.
Nope,
So
just a
we're at
white.
97%. I definitely want to see a sort of move away from this convo to start looking
Yeah,
for that fourth mission before we come back to flirt, but we'll see what Yeti has in store.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't want us to get. I think that can be that may be what's kind of happening with Yeti now because me, where it just kind of you can get tunnel vision on like one mission, especially with flirt.
Hmm.
And it can just lead to that like you wanting to just timer flirt it and just stay inconspicuous, but it can really hurt you for pacing. And while we do finish this flirt, we are now under a minute for that last. We could just go for a purloin here, especially if Taft rejects. He does not. We may go for it anyway. We sure do. It's going to be a white right in front of the sniper, and that is going to be a shot.
Yeah, I don't hate it from Yeti. Definitely would have been possibly a different story if it was a green test, but unfortunately it was a white test. But all in all, a pretty good game up until the end there. But yeah, looks like AJ's gonna extend the lead.
Yeah, and that will officially make this set one for AJ. Um, so now it is all for points and glory. Uh, AJ going over his wheels, pretty much in the exact same spot that Yeti was last game starting out.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, gonna play out our next game in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
First time.
And yeah, no one really important in conversation right now, so just
Nope.
sit here for a second.
Looks like we go ahead and mind control our ST though. So we get our first flirt, but it is 48. That is very unfortunate. I'm gonna need at least 2 flirts for the
Guaranteed 3
rest.
flirt. Yep. We decide to ditch our DA for this briefcase, though.
Yeah, and Amba is on a statue now, so hopefully we're being mindful of a possible finish. Definitely maybe a little bit too close here with the briefcase. Not sure.
Yeah,
High res is pretty weird with
I
the
was gonna
briefcase
say,
ranges.
as far as I know, Blood Red Yeti is not too high up as like an etiquette player, so this will probably go unpunished.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hmm.
even with like a higher etiquette player, that maybe gets like lightly punished with like a highlight, but
Yeah, looks like we're going right away to finish Prince here. We did pick up the highlight. Not sure if Yeti is super on top of the Prince, but definitely knows we're here for the inspects at least. Yeah, this is great mission progress. Like we said, it is a guaranteed 3 flirt, so definitely want to see the second one come out soon. But it doesn't look like the best spot here as our
say
ST's
we
at windows.
cannot go for that flirt there. Moment in our SG spending some time alone together.
RN
Do
with
rejoin
the
our
here.
DA, but there's 4 out, one of them being or 5 out DA, so that was not a good time. Just an instant reject on that drink though. And
Banana bread.
get the
Okay.
BB off. Only 4 with real and 1 low light. Sorry, 2 low lights.
Oh,
And we are shot.
wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
probably just
So
the Prince a little too close together. Probably just looked a little too suspicious to Yeti. And I mean,
yeah, fair enough. If you know who the spy is, you know who the spy is, So it's a
right.
good shot
As long as you
regardless.
see the green arrow, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Um so it looks like we may have been credited with a little more than we had, or Yeti just was super confident. But either way, it's a good sniper win. And we're moving on to one of the best venues in the game for all intents and purposes. Harris.
Blood Red as good old Disney, the man of big hands. Um,
Disney.
so probably not going to see a bug if I were to take a wild guess, but we'll find out over the course of this game, starting in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
I think
Yeah,
that you should be able to inspect, the little statue inside of the room on the left, like inside the window.
yeah, yeah,
I think you should be
yeah.
able to inspect that from
From the
the
window.
bar. No, 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 from the
Yeah.
bar.
Oh, from the
Uh,
bar.
at the very left of the bar, you should be able to inspect that statue. Be really goofy. Anyway,
That would be kind of crazy. I mean,
it would, it really would. It would be ridiculous. But yeah,
I kind of want like a ridiculous kind of spy party setup though, where you can do
Banana
stuff
bread.
like that.
yeah.
Like on Balk, you can just like walk inside and just like go to the books and statues in there.
Hmm.
Turn Balk into like secretly just a 4 of 8.
Yeah, that'd be really funny. Oh,
Um, high low light, high highlight.
yeah. Looks like we're highlighting for real here. One of 5 people with real. Um, so yeah, looks like our SC's gonna go ahead and pick up a delegate, and then the briefcase most likely. Um, Alice with a
Alice, what
just
is that
insta talk.
flirt? What is that flirt?
I would go ahead and fake here, and give Alice real because I don't believe that she has it. Um, but yeah, we have some decent mission progress here. Still a lot of time to go. Maybe RSC will join us, and she does.
I could get that second flirt, 64%.
Yep, gonna need a green.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll need a green if we want to here, and but more importantly than a 3 flirt, we need to figure out a 3 mission because that's important for winning.
Yeah. Um, looks like a few of the real. Oh, we are inside of Twin.
Yeah, A, I don't like this. B, I don't like this distance. Even with a green, that's not enough. 95%.
Yeah,
We
just
now have
some.
to get a 4th flirt, and I mean, I think if we delegate here, this is going to look suspicious. We are pretty much the only one with a live shot right now, other than
Banana bread.
well, I was gonna say Wheels does now, but if you're paying attention to who's next to who, it'll look pretty bad.
Yeah, looks like this convo gets the neutral lights, so that's good because the other
Banana
convo had
bread.
this reel, but now it's back to us. Now our convo has the third the
Yeah, and
third
I mean
reel.
now I feel like we're just trying to confuse AJ, which is like fair. A great game, like for us at this point. And Duke gets shot
Wow.
for a flirt with Teal there, I guess.
Yeah, I presume flirt. Um, very interesting amount of BBs here. Um,
I mean, hey, there's probably some like kind of bell curve where it's just like this many BBs, or like reverse bell curve, I guess, where it's like one BB is good because, or like no BBs and one are good because fewer lowlights, and then it's just like you keep going and it gets worse, but then it gets better because there's so many BBs, it confuses the sniper, and you just get a civ shot, and
yeah.
like that's what happened here.
So it looks like pretty clearly that Duke was credited with bug at bar at about 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Walked right into the AMBA. Definitely got the bug credit there, and I guess just AJ thought that he was, leaving and coming back to flirt. So the BBs pay off.
Yeah, certainly do. Well, you know, uh, I'd say this is an emergency smallman button, but it's not really an emergency for AJ at this point. Game
Yeah,
is all but decided. This is,
yeah. This is more of
for
a
bragging rights. Uh,
meme Smallman button.
yeah, pretty much, and nothing wrong with that.
No, never.
But yeah, Smallman, come give us some chaos in 3, 2, 1, playing it. And we're gonna get a super early flirt. White for 34%. Are we gonna bail? Looks like no. Actually, I don't hate this. We are in prime reverse drive-by position, I think.
We are. Um,
Twin
I
spot might be a little better, but I think with a good enough path into or out of bar going between the combos, I think you still hit it either way.
mhm.
We are getting stared at, though.
Looks like there's gonna be a print at bar. Tex picks up a print for himself. We'll see if he shuffles into bar. He does not. Looks like we're going for the print. Um, we will pick it up and presumably a delegate as well.
This feels a little aggressive of a print, just because we're kind of like, it looked like we really wanted to shove our way into bar to make sure that Rocker couldn't take the first print, and or
Banana
possibly to
bread.
see if we could steal that briefcase too
We
with the
take a
difficult part.
fake. Unfortunately, Tex, who has prints done, gets knocked out. Bit of an oversight there, but I guess it's not a bad fake in the sense that there's four people that get real, in the other combo. One of them who's now at statue, so maybe a bit of a frame opportunity here, but we also
We
have.
take our purloin and
Oh,
delegate
prints
it.
are off. Prints
Oh
are
wait,
off.
duh. Yeah.
I was
Okay,
used
that
to.
was purely for the delegate then. Interesting. I
Yeah,
mean, we said it, and it expires just before Twin can take.
Yeah, I was really I feel like it's sort of strange that Paris 3 of 5 is in the pool,
Yeah,
but I was just thinking 3 of 7 for some reason. But
yeah.
yeah, we're still in a
I
decent
don't
spot.
know. Yeah, I don't. I really don't like our initial bar visit
Banana bread.
then because of like that timing looks really suspicious for Prince. Like even with Prince off, you know,
Hmm.
and if someone's not really like thinking about the fact that Prince are off,
Hmm.
that could still net you some suspicion for the timing,
So
even
about a
if
minute to
it's
go
doesn't mean
and one
anything.
mission left. We'll see what we do here. Probably inspects are out
Looks
of
like
the
we
equation,
might.
so purloin or bug.
Yeah, probably gonna be a purloin unless we get some miracle bug. I almost guarantee purloin is our only option. We are gonna just kind of step on Damon's toes there for fun. We insta send to Alice. This is gonna be stared down,
Yeah, we try to
surely.
make it look like we just
Yeah, I
walked
mean
past
we're
the
holding the angle so
conversation.
we can see both us and Alice. This is yep. There's the list, and immediately a little
Yeah.
bit of a shake with it too. Yeah, and I mean that's pretty understandable. That's a very blatant purloin there, and I mean that is playing against a real BB highlighter is, I mean, you've given everyone enough people highlights at that point from earlier on with your fake BBs that it's coming back to bite you when you send one of them to take your purloin. Like
Hmm.
that cheese is going to be a lot more obvious that way. But
Yeah, and that shot will wrap up the set. AJtehBest takes it 7 to 5 over Blood Red Yeti. It was a pretty interesting set here. Lots of chaos. AJ sort of got the lead early, and Blood Red Yeti almost brought it back, but AJ remains victorious, and that will conclude our group stage for the Winter Cup.
yeah, that is our last cast of the group set. We will be starting the brackets tomorrow with the draft of who is going to be paired up with whom. And yeah, good luck to everyone who has made it into brackets. Those of you that did not, good luck in future season cups, Penguin Pool, whatever other tournaments you may join. And this has been Aiko, Koopa.
Yeah, thank you for joining.
Thank you for the
This was
cast.
fun.
Thank you, Gent, for our wonderful hosting and being the TO. And yeah, this has been the cast. So have a good one, everybody.
Yep. Good luck, everyone. Thank you.